And the last one I will share with you has to do with the volume of reading that students are expected to do and expected to do well, but also reading is preparation to do writing. That writing is a very difficult skill that everybody seems to need to know how to do, regardless of your field, right? So in every class that's not a strict STEM class, and Heidi, you can qualify this for me since you know better than I do, you got to write a paper. If you're not in a math, I don't even know, maybe you write papers in math, but unless you're in a specifically math centered course only, you're writing papers in the rest of your classes, right? That this is a way that you demonstrate knowledge at the university. So regardless of your field, your major, you're going to have to write. And not just in terms of the university, but you're going to have to write, emails to your future employees. You're going to have to apply for grants. You're going to have to apply for jobs and write cover letters. You're going to have to write the angry email to Amazon about where is your package. That this is a skill that transfers into any career, into any area of pursuit. And that's why we teach, it's why it's a required course, right? That writing is just something that's a functional skill that all of our students need to have. Now, again, as I said earlier, what that looks like and what that means is very contested and complicated. But I think we all can agree that writing is something that students need to be able to do effectively. And I think reading is the unsung hero when it comes to learning how to write well, to learning what language sounds like on the page. I love telling my students, I didn't get grammar. I went to a terrible school. Some people got grammar, some people got literature, never the two should meet. I got literature. I don't, even to this day, I know by ear, my ear for grammar is nearly perfect, but I couldn't necessarily break down a sentence in terms of the grammar rules, right? And so I encourage my students to read and to build up the habit of reading like the way you do with exercise and diet, right? That sometimes you exercise as a function, like you got to get it to get your fitness in, but sometimes you exercise for pleasure, right? And the reading should be the same way, that in the same way that you eat. Sometimes you're eating something delicious because it's delicious. Sometimes you're eating something delicious because it's nutritious for you, right? But that is what you do with reading. You read for pleasure, you read for function, you read when you're bored, you read when you're happy, that you read all the time. And that this is the way that you shape your mind into the languages that we all speak when we're communicating with each other.